When we looked at a project or when we think about a new development, we will look at the neighborhood, how we can actually enhance the experiences of the people who are living or working in the neighborhood. Lentor has an interesting affluent community surrounding it, lots of private estate, lots of landed housing, and it's got also nature in close proximity, but what it doesn't have is really a sort of a hub, a center where the surrounding community can gather. Our vision for the amenities is really to be a sort of village with attractive signature restaurants, but also the sort of casual dining. There's grocery, there's childcare centre, there's also public spaces that people could gather. So all in, we were expecting a kind of a very chic kind of a retail and social village. And that combination to us is an exciting new way of life that we can create. And that's why we also use it as a modern series. If you were to look at the definition of modern, there are two aspects to it. One is being contemporary, but the other one that is perhaps less known is a break from tradition and conventions. That's kind of in architecture terms the modernist architecture and the modernist era. When we looked at Martin Modern, we were very clear we wanted to have a break from the conventions of what is luxury. And so we go about doing it in the form of introducing an architecture that is more timeless, more earthly, and focusing on the quality of life of the residents and what will be considered real luxury. And we concluded that being able to access nature, spaces in the city where Martin Modern is located, the truest form of luxury. But at the same time, because we were also trying to redefine the kind of architectural convention for what is considered high-end residential, so we were also modernists in the sense that we also broke away from convention. When this evolved to Midtown Modern, again we saw a chance to redefine what is a modern lifestyle living in the city, which is having that convenience to the transportation, to shopping, highly integrated lifestyle, live, work, play. But at the same time, we created a forest that's for the residents. Lentor is an area where it's very well known for accessibility to nature, very tranquil, fresh air and greenery and so on. But it's not really known to have great connectivity, to have the buzz, the vibrancy and access to all sorts of amenities. The Lentor Modern site is a chance to actually bring the two together. The connectivity because of direct access to the Lentor MRT station, and the mall will provide all the conveniences and amenities, but yet set in a nature area. We feel that Lentor Modern, being linked to the Thomson East Coast Line, actually has a much bigger catchment than just the vicinity, because through one MRT ride, you can be in the East Coast, you can be in Orchard, you can be in Bukit Timah, so on and so forth. We really think about the needs of younger buyers, small families, families with children, and also multi-generational families, as well as retirees. One of the ways that Lentor Modern is very attractive is that whether it's old folks or the young children, when they need to go out to a place with MRT station, they don't have to cross a single road. Take the lift downstairs, take the escalator, and you're already in the MRT station. So that kind of mental peace to us is very attractive. We are always guided by kind of three objectives when we do the internal layouts. One is to live, but now also to be able to work, but also to entertain. The entertain part to us is very important because I think part of the well-being of people is to be able to socialize, and so to be able to have a home that facilitate that entertaining at home. Whether it is a 1-bedroom or a 4-bedroom apartment, we always think about how to give people the maximum opportunity to invite family and friends home. And that helps to build social capital, to build connections, which to us is an important part of living well and well-being. The other key trend is really hybrid working, because by making the spaces functional and simple and adaptable, you kind of do facilitate the usage for working from home. One of the features we introduced in the 2, 3 and 4 bedrooms is the flex room. The flex room has been very carefully sized so that it can be used for a multitude of users. It can be a playroom, it can be a study room for 2 persons, it can be a walk-in wardrobe, or maybe even a small bedroom for guests. That room to us is one of the ways that we support the flexible usage of the space and adaptation of the spaces, not just on a daily basis but also through time. The Lentor Modern site used to have a little stream that runs through it. We thought it's an interesting part of the history of the site that we can introduce back into the condominium. For Lentor Modern, we wanted a stronger social element to it. So our inspiration actually came from an ancient sort of practice which is called 曲水流觞. The idea is that cultural activities take place along a stream. Poetry and sometimes they will float little lanterns and all sorts of merrymaking takes place along a stream and built around a stream. So with that kind of inspiration, we've created a 200-meter long sort of water body at Lentor Modern, and then we place all sorts of facilities along the water body. So you have your pavilions for activities, tea pavilion, lawn areas, even dance studio, games room, and just places for people to chill out. When we buy land, we always like to be in the pole position. You can see it in the case of GuocoLand Tower, GuocoLand Midtown. We want to be right at the center of the action, So Lentor Modern is the same. A good project right at the pole position is actually very, very important for the entire district. In time to come, when people talk about Lentor, the first thing they will think about is Lentor Modern, the place that they will tell their friends and family that, oh, that's where we're going to do this and do that. So this will make the project special. It will have a certain a sort of identity, a certain brand as a representation of the location, and that will make that project always the most special. We hope that in time to come, we will be able to create a Lentor lifestyle. The Lentor lifestyle is characterized by nature, connectivity and convenience. These are important and relevant to people of all ages, but also for people as they move through different stages of their life.